Hello, welcome to the Educational Highway. Today, we will be covering part 1 of the subject, Learning Disabilities. A learning disability is a group of disorders that negatively impact the ability to learn. Learning disabilities make it more challenging to learn how to read, write, do math, listen, and speak. Those with learning disabilities very often show a large discrepancy between their intelligence and their school performance. In fact, a learning disability is only diagnosed in those with at least an IQ of 85. Intelligence is rarely an issue in those with a learning disability. Learning disabilities are lifelong conditions that can be very successfully managed, but never go away. Once you have a learning disorder, you have it for life. Learning disabilities are successfully managed with proper identification and academic intervention. Learning disabilities are more common than you might think. Nearly 1 out of 5 people in America has a learning disability. Nearly 3 million children between the ages of 6 and 21 have some form of learning disability and receive special education services. No one is certain what causes learning disabilities. However, there is no doubt that genetics and the brain play a big role. A child is up to 10 times more likely to have a learning disability if a parent or sibling has a learning disability. Several genes that play a role in learning disabilities have been identified. Studies have shown that the structure and activity of the brains of those with learning disabilities are often different from those of people without learning disabilities. There are laws in the United States that include provisions for those with learning challenges. It's important to understand your child's or student's rights if you're going to be the best possible advocate for them. Consider these laws. 1. Idea for Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. This law was passed in 1990 and guarantees that special needs students receive free public education, that is, appropriate and as unrestrictive as possible for their individual needs. 2. IEP, or Individualized Education Programs. This is part of IDEA. It requires teachers of those with special needs to develop IEPs that specifically address your child's specific needs. IEPs must be in writing, include the parent's involvement in their development, include measurable goals, provide parents the right to dispute any issues with the school district through a third party. 3. Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. This forbids the discrimination of students with disabilities within an educational setting. This law applies to elementary schools, secondary schools, and even colleges and universities. There are other applicable laws and statutes, but these are the most useful to know and understand if you want to be in the best position to help your child or student. Support us by shopping in our TikTok shop.